Hey guys, whoever is joining. It'll probably take a couple minutes to get some people on here. I'm going to turn off this big light. But I figured we could just chat after, oh gosh, it's really dark. I figured we could just chat after the episode, and yeah, whoever wants to join on here, we can continue the conversation. I know. Instagram in the morning, YouTube at night, pretty much. Yeah, so I have this. I'm using my iPhone. I have a 7, I think. So that's what I use, and I have pretty good service right here. So whoever follows me on Instagram, you kind of already heard me. Aw, that's sweet, Evie. Thank you. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already heard me kind of talk about it, but after I do an upload, it won't be a premiere. It won't be a premiere every time, but whenever I do an upload, I want to get on here for, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. I'm back, baby. Hey, Mike. Get on here for like 15 minutes to a half hour and just do like a little post video chat, you know, just relax little thing. But I actually need to get a phone charger or this live will not last very long. So yeah, I'm glad you guys all enjoyed the video. Here we go. Okay. I didn't see what you said, CJ, but maybe you could say it again. I don't like that it only shows you like 2 comments and then they last for like 10 seconds before they take them away. Okay. Now we're charging, hopefully. Who knows? So, I didn't really prepare anything to talk about. The only thing that I know that I did want to mention was that upstairs in the house, we use a new vanity, and I had been planning on using the old sink that used to be in the master bathroom, and we used a new one because my dad said that I had to. That's kind of my only excuse. He got it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wing it. But he got it plumbed for a newer sink because he thought that the old one, that I wouldn't want to use it because it wasn't as nice as the one with the legs on it. So he just did that, and then by the time that was done, it was kind of too late to drill other holes in the floor, and it would have just made a bigger mess. So I was like, okay, whatever, it's just an extra bathroom. That one can just have a newer sink up there and, you know, just make it something plain so then it won't really matter as much. So yeah, that's what we did, and I still have some things that I need to do, like upstairs I want to put like maybe a couple shelves up. How about ya? Yeah. I want to put a couple shelves up there though for like, I don't know, I'm really not good at like all the homey kind of things, like as far as like rolling up little towels and putting them on a shelf. You know, I'm not that kind of person, so I'm gonna try my best, and there'll probably just be a couple cute shelves above the toilet for whatever, and I need to put in like a towel bar and just some basic stuff like that. I also have to figure out how to get compound and caulking and all this stuff off the tile that was dropped on there. I've gotten up the lighter stuff, but there's some like big chunks that I just haven't been able to scrub off, so I don't know, I'm gonna have to try some kind of cleaner or something for that. Because my dad had offered to have a cleaning crew come through, because that's what he usually does when he does like the newer constructions, because I mean it's necessary for that. But I was like, I mean, someone's gonna charge like hundreds of dollars just to come in and clean a couple bathrooms. Like, I can do that, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so do you guys have any like questions about anything or anything you want to know? So I saw a comment come up, someone was asking about the floor stain color, and in my last video, I don't know what color it was, honestly. He showed me a picture of one, and I was like, sure, that looks great, because I'm really not like picky. I just wanted them to look nice, and I knew they would know better than I would what would look nice on this floor. But maybe I can text the guy and say, hey, do you know what color that was? The chicks. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's so many of them. I have a bunch of chicks that I'm raising right now. How many acres? The whole property, when my dad bought it, was like over 100. I don't want to say exactly because I don't want anyone to like find me. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was over 100, but under 200. And I'll be getting like 5-6 acres with the house. So yeah, so many thoughts that I'm trying to say two things at once right now. It's been fine staying in the house. The first night, Jacob, my boyfriend, he fell asleep after like 5 minutes of laying down, because that's just like how he is. He can fall asleep anywhere. I laid awake for like 30 minutes, and then I just knocked out because I've been so tired, and moving really takes it out of you. Landscaping, yeah. We can shoot guns out back. Pretty much. I mean, there's still like houses out there somewhere. Yeah. Gosh, I saw a question and I don't think I finished answering it, but yeah, so anyway, but since that first night, like, I felt totally fine in here, and it's been like no big deal. So and also I did sage the house, so yeah, you know, no matter what you believe, like, that's just one of those things that, like, it made me feel better being in here, whether it did anything or not, like, who knows. But I don't know, I felt okay about it. So, oh, landscaping, thank you. Yes, I actually bought a peach tree and a couple, I don't remember what they were called, a couple perennials that are supposed to be for butterflies. It's some kind of little like bunchy purple thing, but I bought 2 of those, and yeah, I'm gonna try to do some stuff. And actually, one of my coworkers is a master naturalist, I guess that's what they call them. I don't know. She can like identify any kind of tree. She knows a lot about all different kinds of plants. If I ever don't know what something is, I take a picture of it and I show it to her, and she's like, oh yeah, that's this. Yeah, I want to do lots of perennials. I think annuals are kind of a waste of time, at least for me, because I don't want to have to dig up something and replant something every spring. It sounds like a lot of work. But yeah, so my coworker that's a master naturalist, she has a crazy yard full of plants, and she is going to give me a baby magnolia tree, and forsythia, some of that. And gosh, she just said, like, basically sometime this month she's going to pull up a ton of baby plants and give them to me. And even if I bought plants anyway, I always buy like the smallest ones, because I want to save the money, and I can wait a year for it to get bigger. Yeah, I thought about using the old sink for something like that, because I still have it, so it'd be nice. The only problem is that the basin in it is really small, so some metal stakes with what the flowers are. Gosh, his comments disappear so fast. It's okay. Good luck on hitting 1,500. Just so everybody knows, Hamiltonville Farm, they're trying to get up in their subscribers. They make really good videos. They probably make better ones than I do, and they deserve some more subscribers. So if you guys haven't checked out their videos, you should definitely go do that. They live in a barn, which is really cool, and they have a lot of like salvage materials, and they do DIYs and all kinds of stuff. So I know if you guys enjoy my videos, you'll enjoy theirs, and they do more like farm stuff too. So if you like tractors and machinery and like, you know, tough man stuff or tough girl stuff, then you should go check them out. But yeah. So, oh good. Man, they might hit 1,500 today. I think that's what they are shooting for, to have it by the end of the day. So that'd be cool for them. That's always like really exciting. Like I hit 13,000, which is just like insane, but I'm already thinking like, oh my gosh, in a couple months I might be at 15,000. Like that's just crazy. And if you ever go on oh, what's it called, Social Blade, and they tell you like all your projections, that will make your head explode right there, because that's crazy. I mean, I don't know what the science is behind it, but if they know, then yeah, that's crazy. That's so sweet. You guys are going to subscribe to them. But yeah, I'm gonna do like a landscaping video, and I don't even know, I haven't even like really thought about it yet, what I would do for that. And then I'm starting to think about my decor videos. Hey Micah. I don't know why I just like made my voice go so high pitched for that. I'm gonna be putting them back in the house, a lot of things, and trying to do like creative things with them. But yeah, so I'll be doing decor videos, and I want to do a video about each room, setting it up, and I've recorded some stuff of like, if you're not following me on my Instagram, then I'm not going to give it away, but there was a big piece of wooden furniture up in the attic, and I polished it, and I put it in, I keep saying message retracted, whoever's trying to say something, but I put it in the dining room, and I did like a time lapse of me cleaning this thing. Oh, all time I thought it said dressers. Oh gosh. My goodness. Only 8 away? Yeah, man, earlier today it said they needed 18, so that's crazy. How long did it take? It's been just about a year now. I think we got the house in February last year, and yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff happened like with the outside of the house first, so we really didn't start the inside of the house till about August, so it hasn't been a super long time, really. I mean, if you watch any of my old videos, oh, thank you, Eileen, but if you watch any of my old videos, you'll see like how much my dad was rushing everything, and I mean, I'm thankful that he did, because I'm happy to be here now, but oh my gosh, it was just crazy for a little while there, and it still is kind of crazy. I mean, today was like one of the first easy days. Oh my gosh, Mike, thanks. Wood or tile in the kitchen, I think that's what it said. The comments disappear so fast, it's crazy. maybe there's like settings I can say, like, you know, to keep them up there. So in the kitchen and in one of the foyers, we have laminate flooring, or it's vinyl. I don't know why I said laminate. It's like the sheet flooring. It's nothing really special. It's the most basic thing that I could find out of the options I was given, because I didn't want it to look like it was really obviously a sheet of flooring. So it's just like a gray tile look. And if you look at my kitchen video, you should see it in there. But yeah, everywhere else in the house besides the foyer and the kitchen is the wood floors, and then other than the bathrooms too. But yeah, then all the wood floors were just refinished. So it's pretty great. What has been the most rewarding part of the whole process? Man, you guys are making it easy for me to talk. I appreciate it. Oh gosh, the most rewarding. My hair is crazy right now. I would say getting in here and just making it feel like home. That's just been like the feeling that I knew it would have all along. Like, I mean, when I first saw this house, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna live there. Like, this is already my house. It's decided. I was just very, like, adamant about it, even though I had no means to make it happen. But I knew it could feel like this, and yeah, this is just seeing it all, like, happening now. And of course, like, I'm doing it, so it's not like a crazy, you know, there's no surprises for me at this point. Thanks. Yeah, CJ will be making videos for years to come, all three of us. We're like three amigos. But yeah, I'm just enjoying all the little steps of the process, and I've been like trying not to rush decorating things, because if I'm being honest, I still have a lot of junk to get rid of, and I mean, I just don't want to put anything that I don't want up in my life. Like, if it doesn't fit, it needs to go, and I need to just get rid of some more stuff. And I mean, I have like nice stuff still, but I don't want to store things that I don't need, so there's just no point in like holding that space for stuff that I don't like anymore. So yeah, I'm glad you guys have found all three of us, and to those of you that, like, when we make recommendations on people that we should go watch or whatever, I'm glad some of you guys actually have a huge barn to fill. Oh my god. Oh, that gives me anxiety just thinking about it. But for those of you that actually like take the recommendation and go check out other people's channels, it's really awesome. So you guys are doing really cool things too by helping us support, because I can sit here all day and say, go check out these guys and those guys and whatever, but you know, you guys actually have to go do it and interact with them. And yeah, it's cool to like go watch. Thank you. And I really, honestly, I only share people's videos that I like. So, you know, if you don't hear me mention someone, then that's why. So, I mean, yeah, I just try to be cool with everyone. So, and I was gonna say, it's really cool when I go watch like Lucas or CJ's videos or whoever's, and I see like people that comment on mine commenting on theirs, and it's like this whole little, yeah, both of those things, Rachel. But it's like a comment inception or something, I don't know. It's like all these comments in different places, and I don't know, it's cool. But Lucas told me to mention that I have an Etsy store, and you know, you can buy something if you want. I'm not asking you to, so you can go You can go like, I think you can like love it, or there's some kind of thing you can click to like follow it or whatever. If you go to Etsy, it's called Life of Laura Store, and there's not a lot of stuff on there, but that's something that I want to do more of, and maybe someday, like, I don't know. I mean, I like making little crafts and things, so whenever I make things, it's like not a big deal for me to like crank out a couple extra, and then you guys could have something that I also wanted for myself. And it's cool for me too, because it kind of would like, if it's something that I crafted, then it would probably like pay for my supplies and making them. So I don't know. I mean, I've listed some stuff out of the garage that I found on the property. And when I have listed things, I've tried to search other, it's called Life of Laura Store. But I've tried to search things that are similar and like make prices similar. So I've done my best with that. And if you see something that you really want and you're like, okay, she's crazy for asking for this much, then send me a message and maybe I'll give you a deal on it and I can lower the price for you so you can buy it. So thank you, Sadie. That's a really nice compliment. But yeah, because I want you guys to have this stuff as much as I want to get rid of it. I mean, it's cool stuff, and I would honestly keep it all if I had a 4-car. But you know, I don't. So the bus, oh my god, if Jacob was here, he'd be like, make me an offer, because every other day he's like, we need to get rid of that thing. But I want to keep it, and we got a really good deal on it. We paid $3,000 for it, and it's a 91 and has 38,000 miles on it, original miles. It was owned by this guy that had a preschool, and he just bought like way too many buses, and this one just kind of ended up like in the back of the parking lot. So yeah, it's a great little bus, and we used it to move all of our stuff into this house, so it's nice. Yeah, it was a really good deal. And when I went through the period of like wanting to quit my crazy corporate full-time job and do all of that, like doing the whole bus thing was like a huge motivator for me. His faux wood, oh my goodness. But yeah, the bus thing like really helped, and it wasn't even like, I'm very impulsive when it comes to doing things. I can just decide that I want to do something, and then I do it like right then, and don't like try to figure out details or make any big plans. But the bus, I was looking at them for at least 8 months, maybe a year. I was like watching every video on YouTube that I could to learn about like what people do to them, and because we wanted to make it into like a RV. So I was subscribed to like 20 bus channels. One of them that I still watch is the Nomadic Movement, and they seem like really genuine, cool people, and they've been to like all these places and countries, and they had kind of a similar situation. They're a cool channel you could check out. I've never talked to them or anything, but oh, thanks, on soon. I'm gonna make videos about each room, and then I think after those are done, I will do one big video, like an hour long, with befores and afters and everything you guys can dream of. That's kind of my plan for now. We'll see what happens, but the Nomadic Movement, I was gonna tell you guys, is a really great channel if you guys are into the bus stuff, and I've never talked to them, but I totally would love to. And yeah, they just seem like really good people when they don't really want anything from anybody. They occasionally have sold like tiny pieces of merch, and they go to different cities while they're traveling, and they have a Patreon, but they use that money to feed homeless people out of their bus when they go to like big cities. So um, I went to, they've done it many times, but there was one, they always try to feed like 100 people, and I just think that's so cool. Like, they're doing something so good with their platform, so kudos to them. But yeah, sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there, but yeah, I watch a lot of random people on YouTube, so that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, and I do want to make a bus video soon. I have a couple like really old ones. If you guys are interested in that, you can check those out. Um, whew, sorry, got a yawn. But I want to do like a tour and show you guys under the hood and whatever kind of stuff you want to see. Thanks, Kathy. My decorating style, oh my gosh. I would say, I don't know, it used to be like really eclectic. I don't know. It's kind of changing for this house because I usually like a lot of like mid-century stuff, like mid-century modern, and just like classic looking stuff. But I also love like antiques and stuff that's like a little bit junky, but not like really junky. You know, just like a little bit of rust is okay every now and then. But my plan in this house is to make it like, oh good, it's to make it just kind of like basic. I don't want a whole bunch of junk everywhere. Like, I don't want a million little knickknacks. They'll have a place, like I will have a little shelf that I'm gonna put some things on, but just kind of clean, and then there'll be like some vintage art and stuff like that. Like in this room here, I have the American Gothic print. Like, I love that painting, and stuff like that. That's just like little sprinkling in of vintage here and there, and probably 90% of what I own as far as home stuff, and probably like 50% of my clothes is secondhand. So I mean, I do find like new stuff on occasion, like stuff that still has the tags on it. Thank you. Is it Kirsten or Kirsten? Either way, you're sweet. But yeah, that's how you get the old stuff. You're not gonna find a old thing brand new, and the stuff that they try to remake to look old, they use like new materials, and then the stuff breaks, or it's cheap, or I mean, I've liked some of like the newer like dressers and stuff where they make them look mid-century with the smaller legs and whatnot, but then they have to make the legs like bright gold, and I'm like, okay, like, why do you have to do that? Kind of just ruins it. So yep, a place for everything, and everything in its place. Exactly. The little built-in that's in the dining room, I'm gonna have that like with some of the old books that we found in the attic. I'm having to clean them and also try not to damage them, so that's kind of a little balance I'm trying to keep. There's some kind of, I'll say, different old school religious books, like from the 1800s, that are kind of interesting, that I'm basically just taking like a dry paper towel or like a cotton cloth, and I'm rubbing down both sides of the books, because they're all hardback, and there's like, you know, pieces of like mud dauber nests and like bird crap and stuff on them, so that kind of stuff has to come off because I'm not bringing that in the house. So yeah, I'm doing my best to clean them, but I've only done like 5 so far. I probably still have like 20 books that I need to clean and bring in here, so. But it should look really cool because I have some antique bookends that are like these really awesome bronze eagles and I put those in there. I have some cast iron bookends that are peacocks, like a view from the back and like their tails sweeping down. Um, oh yeah, a lot of people would knock down a bunch of walls. Lucas. No, just kidding. Um, but yeah. So I'm just excited to bring all my old stuff in here and get it looking cool. I want to do this place justice. And honestly, this house, people in the community, when we told them, like, yeah, we're restoring that house, they're like, I'm just kidding, Lucas. I'm sorry. Um, but when we told them, like, what we were doing, they were like, you're doing that house? Like, you're crazy for wanting to try that. And yeah, so people were pretty much treating it as like a knockdown house. Feelings are, oh, I'm sorry. I know, it is really crazy, and I feel really put on the spot, but it's okay. I mean, I'm doing it, so that's what I'm asking for right now. But yeah, I mean, when we walked around here, and my dad is like, you know, like, we really want to try to save this old thing, and I'm like, I mean, I literally like stood here and like bounced on the floors, and I was like, yeah, I mean, the floors are not like sagging, or there was no problems like that. Like, all the floors were solid, and I'm like, I think this house is worth saving. The walls looked horrible, um, but you know, that was just plaster. Every house settles. I know people with drywall who have crazy cracks in their walls. It just happens. I mean, no house is perfect. So yeah, it was definitely worth it, and this house really deserved it. So I'm really thankful that I've been able to move in here, and yeah, things are gonna be changing in my life coming soon, and my job situation has changed a little bit, and honestly, it's been a little bit scary with my whoa, like 5 came through at once. But yeah, my job situation's changing just a little bit, and that's a little bit scary with me having to get a loan and stuff. So I'm just having faith that it's all gonna work out, because obviously I'm meant to be here, and I've already come this far, so I'm not giving up now. Thank you, Blissful. How has it been for heating? The house has been, like, it is sealed up tight, let me tell you. It's been staying pretty cool on its own. It's comfortable with the fans on. We haven't used the heat because, like, we've already had like 90-degree days pretty much in the high 80s here in Virginia. So when they had the heat on, it was working fine. So that's funny. That's the kind of ladies I like, Peggy Ann. Yeah, I agree, Micah. I think everything's gonna be fine, and I mean, this is not a tragedy for me. Like, it's not an emergency situation. I'm not one to just like freak out, and yeah, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, nail pops, that's something. Now people use drywall screws. The trick, they don't use nails anymore, because yeah, I mean, I think my last house is 4 years old now, and that one I started to get some nail pops in there too. Makes it really easy to find a stud when you need to hang something big, but it just looks awful. But better than having like whole cracked walls, because that's what this place had going on. So yeah. Oh yeah, the dogs love it here, and they've been just running all over the yard, and we've been playing catch outside. Thanks, Peggy Ann. But yeah, they love it, and they get to go off their leashes and explore. They just have the time of their life while we're outside. And with the chickens that I have out there too, they've been loving trying to check them out. All right, Sadie, thanks for joining. Trying to make sure my phone's still plugged in over here. Well, does anyone have any other questions? I can't think of anything else to tell you about the bathrooms. Oh man, you know what's funny? Yeah, I bought a stud finder the other day, but it's like a magnetic one, so it just tells you where the screws are in the wall. Sorry, but I took it over to Jacob, and I was like, oh my god, and he's like, what? And I'm like, I found a stud. So that's funny. I guess it's probably a joke that everybody makes, but yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. But yeah, the stud finder I got was like $5 on Amazon, so that was great. And it works, I guess. So the problem with this house is that there's just random studs everywhere, and I think they looked at a wall and just said, like, I think I'll put one there and there and there and there, and they're supposed to be like I think every 18 inches is the code, but you know, they don't do that in old houses, so I've just been having to find them wherever they are, and that's why I couldn't hang up the mirrors where I want. So, yeah. I do watch Farmhouse on Boone, and I've actually messaged her on Instagram a couple times too. We've talked a little bit. So yeah, she's a nice lady, and she makes good videos too. Like how many kids does she have? 5 or 6? And she puts on makeup for every video and does her hair and looks nice, and you know, her videos always have good lighting and all that stuff. I don't know how she does it. I do not know. Yeah, Farmhouse Vernacular, she is good too. Yeah. She's very knowledgeable about like the old Victorian stuff. Hi. Their new home. Oh, on Farmhouse on Boone. You know what, CJ? I had a feeling that you did, and I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, you gotta learn how to blend it a little bit better, cause you know I could tell. I'm just kidding, but yeah, both of those ladies do a great job with their videos, and I guess I don't know. I'm trying to be that person, but you know, it's just hard to have it like, once I make everything perfect, then it's like I'm not as excited to make the video anymore. You know, it's like too much pressure and so much effort. I'd rather just like click on my phone like I am now and just like talk to you guys. It's just, I don't know. I just want to keep it like fun and easy. So, am I going to have a housewarming party? Nanny? Oh man. Yeah, I try to be myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have a housewarming party, and I think all of my friends would kill me if I didn't. So I don't know when I'm doing that, or if I'll make a video of it, or what I'm gonna do. All my friends are like, what can we get for you? What do you need? And I'm like, don't get me anything. I have a whole garage full of stuff that I can use, and I said, if you want to get me anything, get me a plant. Get me a house plant, because I already have an addiction, and like just go ahead and feed my addiction some more. That's fine. So that should be fun. Yeah, it's going to be a fun gathering place for sure. My sisters already came out here to visit me, and she has some kids. She brought them, and it's just nice, like, running around outside with them, and, you know, just wide open spaces like the Dixie Chicks song. That's a classic. So, yep. Does anyone have any other questions? I don't know. I think I'm getting talked out here. Kind of talked about all I could think of. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't really drink wine too much. I used to enjoy it more, but I've been here like going on 3 weeks now, so it's pretty crazy. Yeah, but wine usually gives me a headache, so I just don't really do that too much. I work in retail. That's kind of what I've done ever since high school. So, as soon as I turned 18, I got a job. I'll tell you where. I got a job at Charlotte Russe, and I did that for a while. That was a fine job. And then I just kind of like worked my way up the ladder until I became a store manager at another store, and did that for a while, and then I decided like that's too much. All right, good night, Mike. Towels and all those kind of things. Yeah, I have quite a bit of those actually, but I do need new bed sheets because we're getting a king size mattress soon. I already got the bed frame in, but probably this week or next week I'm gonna order the king size bed. I might even message the company and say like, hey, do you want to sponsor me? Because mattresses are not cheap. A video on the garden. Yeah, I'm planning on doing that. And are you meaning like, do you want a video of them like going in and all that kind of stuff, or you just want like a plant landscape tour, like when it's all done? I guess I could do both. I don't know. But see, putting in landscaping is not going to be a glamorous thing. It's going to be hot and sweaty, and we have clay here that we get to dig in, so that'll be really, really fun. Yeah, video from CJ. Come on, CJ, crank them out. Yeah, so that'll be a fun day, but I'll have to see like how big the plants are that my coworker gives me and how all that pans out. I did go shopping. I checked Home Depot and I checked Walmart, their garden centers, but they were like pretty much out of shrubs, and I don't know if they just like didn't get as many in. Maybe I need to check Lowe's. I don't know. But I got so many a couple years ago, and I did so good and found so many great deals, but yeah, they just had like, literally Walmart had rhododendron, and they had like some fruit trees, and that was pretty much it. I was so disappointed. Let's see, I gotta scroll up for these comments here. Copperheads. I can't remember if they saw one here at some point. They've definitely seen black snakes, and we do have copperheads here in Virginia, so I just kind of go on the side of caution and I'd just rather not find one, or find any snake really, or anything that wants to hurt me. Yeah, CJ, you just need to get on it and crank them up. Hi, Tina. My dog's here to whine for you all. Hey, I like doing early videos. I'm sorry that I woke you up. You probably had to get to work anyway. Tina, I don't know what to tell you right now. Yeah, we have like some mom and pop landscaping companies that I could check. But yeah, who knows? They're usually a lot more expensive than the other places are, so I might just see what my coworker gives me first and then check Lowe's. And I did take some cuttings from other plants that I had at my last house, and then I do have the few plants that I can plant now. But yeah, I'm not in like too much of a hurry to do that kind of stuff. But I did put a potato patch in. Oh good, see? Then you had a great little start to your day. Yeah, I think I bought some from Lowe's too. But we just took cinder blocks in the backyard and we made a little potato patch because I had a bag that sprouted, so that kind of worked out well. Yeah, black snakes apparently like to eat eggs, so I gotta watch out for that. A theme for the kitchen, I don't know, just kind of like wood and vintage and white. That's my theme. So I have like some old, wow, that was rude, Tina. I have some old like flour and sugar containers that are wooden. It's like a little square box and it has a chicken painted on it. I guess they're like collectible, but I have a set of those that I'm gonna put up on the shelves in there. And I just collected like some random little white glass items. Thanks for stopping in, Charlotte. See you around. But yeah, I'm just gonna put like I have like a little white glass pitcher that I'm gonna put up on one of the shelves, and I am obsessed with. Oh yeah, yeah. There's sugar, flour, and something else. Hey, Gabby. But I'm obsessed with blue and white china, like anything blue and white, pretty much. Candle holders, plates, anything you can think of. I don't know if it says tea or what it says, but yeah, so I found a couple china pieces in the blue and white, and I'm gonna try to decorate with some of that too, because that's apparently like pretty classic old school stuff, and there's like some history behind it that's pretty cool. I was looking it up like a month ago. I can't remember what it was all about. I think it was like rare back then, or like only like royalty had it or something cool about it. But I just love the way blue and white look together. I think it's just very like clean, and it just looks very cool. So I enjoy that stuff, and I usually find it like in thrift stores, and it's pretty easy for me to find, so I always do a little happy dance when I find something. But man, I've been on here almost 50 minutes, so I think I'm gonna end it, and I'll see you guys all soon. I'm gonna try to get back on my all come in. Let's see. The blue and cream. Farm Tech. I've heard of that before. I don't know if I have one near me. I'll have to look them up. But thank you. Yeah, so I'll see you guys all soon. I'm gonna try to upload every week. We'll see how that goes. But I have a lot of work ahead of me, and you know, I'm gonna definitely take my time. Hi Moo, I don't know what that is. Is that a place? So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to get off here. If you guys want to go check out my Instagram or my online store, I have my Etsy store. It's called Life of Laura Store. So go check that out if you'd like. And like I said, if there's anything you want that you think is too expensive, send me a message and I will make it cheaper for you, because I want to get... I'm just getting all the phone calls right now, but I was just saying that, you know, I'm eager to get rid of stuff as well. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and joining, and for those of you that sent in super chat,